when you play 48 minutes in a game, for a guy that's played the majority of minutes in the whole series, your legs are heavy. Your legs are dead. So when people will say, well, he recognized time and situation, and he recognized, first off, time situation, I don't know about that as much, right? The health of his team, that was in consideration. I'm like, not really. You're lost in the game in that moment. You're making a react, Max. So as I'm bringing the ball down the court, if you're Al Horford, as I see you backpedaling, I know that I got your ass. You know why? Because now you're big. You shouldn't be on me in the first place, and I'm a guard. So where am I getting on a court that is my sweet spot for me? Because I have a sensation of how my legs feel. I have a sensation of where I shoot the highest percentage shot. So when he gets him right into that sweet spot where Al Horford's feet are at the elbow, right? For me, I'm like, no, don't settle, Jimmy. There's 18 seconds on the shot clock when you take that shot. That means you can at least get another 3 to 4 possessions.
Wait, but look at it, Jay. He looks very comfortable to me taking that shot. It was in rhythm. It's not like he's never hit that shot before, and it just looked like the shot he wanted to me.
Well, see, that's why
I'm telling you the shot he needed. You're talking about the shot you wanted.
But okay. Go ahead.
That's why I wasn't worried about his legs, because he's coming down the court. He has momentum, right? When you have that momentum, okay.
I love y'all. Listen to me. We're going to play a 2-on-2 game, okay, tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I wish HD can play, because when HD tries to guard me for 7 possessions straight, and then when I back off him, I say, go ahead, shoot it. He's going to be breathing heavy. He's going to be tired. And their legs get affected in the shot regardless of whether
Brother played in the NBA. He played in the NFL.
But I'm just trying to tell y'all.
What the hell you mean I'm going to be breathing heavy? Like I don't work. I got damn workout. I got a gym in my basement. I'm on the elliptical. I'm on the treadmill.
The elliptical.
I'm on the Stairmaster.
But the point is, you have been tired in your life, right? So Jay is saying, hypothetically,
heavy legs are
right. It would just take more than that to get him tired.
Game 7 defense for a team that is known to draw the line in the sand.
By the way, for a dude who played every minute of the game,
I just think his mindset is
on a bad leg.
He just wanted to end it.
But you're not gonna. But AC, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Even if you make a 3-point shot with 18,
you still got to defend.
Yeah, but now, okay, so you're up 1. You're not ending anything.
No, but it speeds the Celtics up. Maybe they take a lesser shot. You'll get a possession again. Like, it does increase your chances of winning. Here's my question, Jay, and this is a philosophical question.
Can I just say this, Max?
Yeah.
If you come down and you get to a sweet spot where either maybe you get a foul, you make a mid-range pull-up, I'll take one of the best defensive teams in the league to get a stop to send the game into overtime at home in a Game 7.
Okay,
I'll take that.
But let's rewind for a second. You're talking about consider all the factors on the court and the fatigue and everything. You can get a slightly higher, because even when you say higher percentage, if you're a 31% three-point shooter from there, or even if you want to say 25% given the fatigue, versus a 40% for somewhere, you got to shoot a lot of shots to really see the difference there. The point is, your superstar, who's brought you there, who's earned it, right?
Oh, I'm not saying he hasn't earned it.
I get it. I'm
not saying he hasn't earned it.
Also, he understands himself. He's feeling it. He feels very good about the shot. And
he didn't feel good about his shot. He didn't shoot the ball that well in the fourth quarter, by the way.
But it looked to me on that possession, sometimes you could see a dude, you'd be like, man, not that shot. To me, he looked very comfortable taking that.
He did look very comfortable.
Look at his stance. Look at his stance after he shot it.
Can I tell you guys something? There are certain things within the football world that I can try to empathize and I can try to see, and I would never be able to do it to the same degree that Harry Douglas would be able to do it, because I haven't been there. I haven't done it. All I'm trying to tell you guys is from somebody who's played I've never played in the Game 7, but I played a lot of minutes in the game. But I was more of a deep three-point threat. Jimmy Butler is not a scorer. He's a gamer. He's a gamer. So my thing is, you have to get him to gamer situations on the court. I have no problem with him taking a shot. He has earned that, Max and HD. He has. But I would have loved to see him get to a sweeter spot where I know the shooting percentage for him, knowing his game, goes up exponentially.
You may have had all the experience, but what if you just believe your opinion's already right, always right, no matter what the evidence? Because that's how I feel. Look, my point is this.
Max,
what if you're a know-it-all who just insists he's right? Listen,
Max with the dagger.
That's right. Listen, my point is this. Maybe he gets a slightly higher percentage shot, but I have to trust his instincts there, and I don't think they were bad. Now, it's make or miss. He happened to miss it. If he makes it, we feel very differently about it.
I think his instincts were good. I think they could have been better. And that's okay.
All right, that's okay.
That's okay, because my thing is when I see
you're
you,
not saying it's wrong.
No,
You're
I
saying
didn't
it's
say it's wrong. I never came out and
suboptimal.
say it's wrong. I just said he can get a higher percentage shot. All I'm saying is a hooper's mind, when I'm coming at you and I see your feet backpedaling, and I know Al Horford, if I slow down, right? Because Jimmy Butler doesn't operate when his speed is high. Like, you've never seen Jimmy Butler go, boom, score. You're like, that's not, Jimmy Butler operates methodically. Right? He gets to those spots, head fake. He gets his feet up underneath him, rhythm. He has poise.
Did you think it was good when he left his hand? Because I did. I thought
didn't.
when he left his hand, I thought, ooh, he's going to hit
Because when
that.
he did it, as soon as he shot, I said, don't settle. Come on, Jimmy, don't settle. Don't, because he could have given a little hezzy. If you see Al lean, he can get to a better spot on the floor.
Is it really settling when you have an open look like that? Is it settling? Like, are you sure you're going to get a better shot? You may try to get a better shot, but it may not wind up much better at all. Maybe the shot winds up worse. You're fatigued. Like, a lot of things can go wrong.
Max, there will be certain things, if I get the sweet spots on the court, it doesn't matter what kind of hand you put on my face. That's my sweet spot. I feel like people overestimate contested shots in the league. Do you know how many shots, dudes? You know how many shots I was making every single day as an NBA player? 500 made shots. Kobe would make 700 made shots a day with brooms, with sticks.
Damn, get your game
guys
up, Jay.
like Yao Ming who are 7 feet. Like, I'm just trying to tell you, there's certain things when you get to certain spots, doesn't matter if it's being contested or not. You only see the rim because you practice it so many times. And all I'm saying, I wonder how many times Jimmy Butler has practiced sprinting up to the three-point line and taking a three.
When you say,
that's all I'm saying.
Okay, so let's say it's
a good point, though.
Let's say in retrospect, it's not a blunder or anything.
I didn't say it was a blunder.
But it's very hard. Listen, if you look back at your life, no one ever makes an optimal decision all the time, right? There are key moments in your life where you go, man, that was 75% of the way there. There was a better choice to have made.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.